Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Undertaker. The new Ministry Undertaker? Sorry, the Ministry of Darkness Undertaker. Freudian slip there. So he's a chaotic showboat attitude era. You guys all probably have checked him out already. He's incredible. He's amazing. Gonna show him to you with a strap, medals, and we'll do a plate eventually too at the end for my favorite build. We'll run them without a plate and without rare stuff, and then with a plate and rare stuff. Um, but yeah, anyway, he's super good. What else? Attitude Era, he's got the Ministry of Darkness link, Black Matchy Match 2 MP, Attitude Era 10%, and then the Ministry of Darkness gear. He's a trainer. Power gems generated for moves will add 50% more damage on each attack. Black moves start with 2 more MP. So that's probably useful on like Bradshaw, I would say, where you can get MP and the power gem. So yeah. Otherwise, as far as individual power gems, the other takers like better for that, but this does have MP. First moveset we're going to run is a super sub build. Chokehold, 7 MP red submission, generate 44 sub gems that are random, do 595,000 damage for 4 turns. Remaining turn into protect gems of strength 180k. Big boot, 7 MP Juggernaut move, deal 180k damage, choose 1 gem to make into a 2-turn Jugger that will deal 180k bonus damage for every protect gem, and at the end it's going to increase your yellow MP by 10. If you have Goldberg, instead of a super sub build, sub and this Juggernaut gem will annihilate people using like Otis and stuff. I'm not going to run that build because it's not as good as super sub right now for this, but like as a boss battle build, and then if you had Goldberg, you run these 2 moves and good night, right? Because this is going to hit so hard. It's not even funny with Goldberg, Otis, Bailey, etc. Anyway, Flying Clothesline, this is one of the new moves. It's a reversal. You don't need to do anything to make it happen. You just need to go against somebody that makes countdown gems. Obviously, a lot of countdown gem characters in the game, so probably one of the better reversals. But without that, 4 MP yellow, deal 1 million damage, and increase your red MP by 7. It's only 4 MP. If the opponent generates at least 1 countdown gem, steal them all and do 252k damage. So like, you know, Zombie Dom, etc., etc., etc. The list goes on and on and on and on. It's the best reversal we have so far, pending like Terry Funks. So this is the first moveset. Strap for this one, he has a huge finisher. I'm running a 150% yellow move damage, so you'll see that one. And other than that, just a generic 5% gem damage, 40%, 40%. So we're at 111 gem, 150 move damage on the yellow. So Taker's an incredibly well-built poster. So I'm sure if you guys didn't experiment with a lot of stuff, he's worth doing it. We're going to go against Lex, Showboat v Showboat. This loads us up. Let me put this to 1.25 speed. So Juggernaut Gem submission is doing 9 million basically, almost. If you had Logan and in feud, it would be over 11 million instead of Shelton. But the sub is doing like nearly 9 million. It's ridiculous. So we're gonna put the Juggy Gem out. I like it on the bottom on a loot box if you can. And yeah, this is ridiculous. We're also gonna deal 180k for every Protect Gem we have left. Unless he clears out most of the board, we should wipe his health. And then it'll just be a couple swipes to the victory. So he's got 4 million left. We took him down to 238k. That did 4 million. So imagine that without the sub lasting as long, with Goldberg for an extra Juggernaut gem. and then Otis instead of Austin for 100% protect, and then 15 there. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. I want to say I hit for like 8 million with just Otis and not Goldberg, Otis and Bailey. I want to say like 8 million. And then, of course, this would refill the yellow, so even if we didn't get the red match, we would just hit this, and then we'd be full, and then you just click the sub and it's over. Anyway, ridiculously powerful sub. Ridiculously. Okay, that one's done, and it's awesome. Moving on. This is going to be the finisher, which is quite large. In this one, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to focus on the purple gem damage here, the finisher. We will get to the big finisher next, as I call it. So we're bringing in the Tombstone Pile Driver, the Choke Slam, and Old School. I think I actually did this right, too, for loadouts. Let me read these moves. Tombstone Pile Driver, finisher, 3.3 million. Are you crazy, Scopely? On a finisher, choose 10 gems to make into purple. Old School, 167k damage, choose 2 columns to make into multiply gems of strength 9. And then Chokeslam, 6 MP, choose 7 gems to make into yellow. Really, 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 really strong. Rikishi's on there just because I don't want to do a 5 and a 3 in feud. This would be 2-3 matches to load the finisher. If you want to, you can add extra gem damage, move damage, whatever. Purple flat gems in Motu Ray, matte for multis, and woods to start loaded in feud. All of these are feud ready builds, by the way. Okay, so 3 and a 3. Probably should have left the purples because they're a better column. So that's technically a mistake. Now we're going to put our purple multiplies out. And obviously the finisher will recycle it. Each one of those is 373,000. The finisher is 7.6 million with just the metals. So, yeah. It's a biggin. Then we are converting purple. We could easily let that cascade for the 3 match there. Except, yeah, that should do exactly what we want. Let's do that. And let's connect the dots there. So 13 mil. What was the gem damage there? I think I missed it. I think it was like 5 million gem damage. If it was 13 mil, 7 mil. Yeah, like about 6 million gem damage after the finisher there. So that's really good too, right? I mean, like, we're 2 for 2. It's alright. Now we're buffing the finisher. This is the one I'm sure most people will prefer. Of course, if you happen to get that Ghostbuster plate on yellow moves, you could run triple yellow. I'm not going to run triple yellow, but you could run triple yellow and just buff the finisher. Without the Ghostbuster plate, I would definitely run this build. If you don't know, the Ghostbuster plate that came out was every time you do a yellow move, increase your yellow move damage by 100%. In Taker's case, every time you use a yellow move, it would go up by 3.3 million. Right? So he would be hitting for like 9 million or 10 million with the Ghostbuster plate on triple yellow before, or I mean, that's without trainers and medals, right? So add an extra 6 million to it, whatever he hits. So we're going to run it like this. We're bringing in the stun. Yes, he gets a stun. 8 MP yellow, deal 291k damage and force your opponent to skip their turn for not one, but 2 turns. The strongest stun lock character in the game, I think, safely to say. He's insane. Absolutely insane. What did I have for this one? We're going move damage. I saved this loadout. So the good thing, Asuka adds 2 yellow MP, so that makes 2-3 matches load the finisher. So that's great, on top of the 100% move damage. Rick Rude is 25%. If you don't have him, fear not. You're not losing that much. It's not a big deal. Just go like flat purple gems or Gooker if you have Gooker for move damage. Yellow, or I think Hall of Fame Andre is 10% yellow move damage. And then R-Truth, we could get another 10% more out of him if we leveled him up. 40% more finisher damage. Before the medal, 8.75 million on the finisher. Kind of wild, huh, guys? Let's just look at that finisher right out the gate. 13 million. So, like, just the finisher alone is one-shotting. Two, 3 matches, loads it in feud. I want to save these purple rows here, so let's take these. Probably pull a Mherex special and Cascade, almost. So the stun's hitting for 1 million. So even if you don't finish him, it recycles, and you just do it again, right? Because it's a 2-turn stun. It's just wild. And there goes pretty much all of his health. Let's just do some choosing. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that's going to be most people's favorite kind of setup, depending on what you got. Depending what straps you have and stuff. Keep in mind, too, this is not using a takedown set. This is not using takedown 2 medals. You could go full move damage and buff that thing to the moon if you want. I think this is probably going to end up being my favorite, mainly because I have a 100% gem damage strap, and I'm going to run this with, like, more available trainers. Then I'm going to put a plate on him, and we'll switch the trainers up a little bit. And this is triple purple, which is the last move we haven't seen, which is the back body drop. And that also is 6 MP. 242k damage, make the center column into cross breaks. You could do other variations of moves with this. You could add the sub if you wanted. You could add the stun if you wanted. I mean, like, it really doesn't matter. I like this one because not so much in the first build. In the second build, you'll be more likely to see why. Because we will have more yellows to choose. So, yeah. Pretty much same principle, except we're choosing yellows. And if you don't think you're going to one-shot them, you can choose to recycle by, excuse me, just clipping 1 purple. Unfortunately, actually that's not a bad thing, because with 1 we can blow that up. That's actually a good thing. Changed my mind. I like that a lot. We can clip a purple here, just in case we don't recycle. Actually, we don't even need to worry about it, because we're blowing the center column up, right? Now we want as many yellows, and because all of them are broken, we can focus on the wimpy gems first, or the wimpier ones first, like so. And 6 million, right? That's not crazy. I don't expect people to like this one over the finisher with this setup, right? I don't, for sure. The previous one or the sub one are actually better than this way with a 5% strap, and without extra yellows on the chews. $7.3 million that time. Okay. Now let's really, apparently Mherex didn't put his graphic in. So let's on the fly add that graphic. Hopefully I have it. Oh, did I really not save it? It would be like me. How did I not save it? Anyway, all we're changing is Brawn for Steamboat, so I don't really need a graphic, and then we're putting the Cody plate on. Multiplies love buffs. So we're going to put the Cody plate on to increase yellow gem damage by 100%. Somewhere here I have a Cody plate. Sorry, Shotzi. The preview demands it. And again, with this strap, I don't anticipate that this is going to look better than the previous move set. But with a high gem damage strap, yeah. I mean, probably the finisher set is the way to go, to be honest. Because multi-coaches can ruin this. And the finisher, no one's really going to ruin that, you know? But I feel like this one might get lost in the shuffle a little bit with this setup, so... because I think everyone's going to be big on the finisher, which, I mean, rightfully so. You double takedown that with a max yellow metal, you're probably one-shotting 6-star silvers even. It's pretty wild, to be honest. So this is pretty yuck. We don't have much for yellow here or here, but we still can blow up the whole thing, so that's good. Also buffs our yellow gems. Once we do the countdowns, what was that, like 38k or something? Not countdowns, I'm sorry, multiplies. $53, and the 11s are 590k. And we're choosing a lot more of them. That's 9.4 million reduced to 6.4. That's with a 5% strap and not maxed metal. So you start extrapolating that to 100% strap and max metals. That's probably hitting more like, you know, 14, 15. So again, though, that needs more. I think the move damage set. I'll take back what I said initially. My favorite set is going to be the finisher. But the point, really, overall, is he is incredibly versatile. When you look at what he has... So Showboat, I often, throughout the years of Champions, have said is the best class. Usually as, like, a meme, right? But Showboat really is loaded now, and it's gotta be the best class. It's crazy who's all there. So, Attitude Era Showboat's insanely lacking, right? So for Showboats, you got... He's not going to hit as hard as Regal. I think he's more versatile. I think Apollo, Pyro, Drip Plate hits harder, for sure. Piper Plate, not Pyro. Piper Plate, Drip Plate hits harder. Sheamus can drain them with a Judgment Day plate. He does hit better than Sheamus, so I would probably say he's the third hardest hitting if we're just going by that, right? But I think he is the best Showboat for versatility all around. And why do I say that? So, if there's a purple boss, he's got purple multis. If there's a yellow boss, he has yellow multiplies. If there is a move damage thing, he's got that. He's got, I guess, the biggest sub in the game. Question mark? Pretty sure it's the hardest sub in the game. So he can cover the sub line bonus in feud. He can cover a finisher line bonus in feud. I mean, like, he's got a stun for a skip turn. On top of that, there's a per damage move in Protect Gem. So if there's ever a Protect boss with the Juggernaut, he's going to hit super hard with that. He's kind of a flawless design. I've said I think Braun is the best designed superstar top to bottom. I feel like Taker takes it another step. He is very user-friendly with all of the movesets, nothing complicated, pretty much all of it turn 1, where some of Braun's are turn 2, right? So, I'm going to say all around, best showboat in the game. Regal's still the hardest hitting, but all around best showboat in the game. And the top of the showboat class is insane. When you start talking about Regal, Apollo, Taker, LA Knight, Sheamus, Hall of Fame HBK, Nakamura. Geez, it's insane how good Showboat is. Finn Balor is at the bottom of them, right? And he's very good. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I really enjoy Taker, enjoy the trial. Just so you guys know, when the trial gets removed, so does the strap. So if you want to experiment with the strap and it won't cost you strap parts, you can throw a strap on, test them out with a bunch of that stuff, and have a good time. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this preview, and I think this is the Taker like everyone wants. I mean, like, this is OP'd, awesome, very user-friendly. He's got it all. So let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that really helps me out. And thanks for watching, guys. Good luck out there. Yeet! Showboat is 100% the best class in the game, and Taker takes the cake out of all of them. You know what I'm saying, dog?